Hello, my name's Matthew Sullivan and I'm the founder and chief executive of QuantmRE. I'm excited to tell you about how we are revolutionizing real estate by bringing it onto the blockchain with cryptocurrency. Let me tell you about how we started, what we're doing and where we're going. Well, the great thing is the homeowners don't have to get involved in the cryptocurrency side of the business. So they don't have to be crypto savvy because what we do is we pay them in dollars.
Yeah.
So it's a very traditional transaction. The cryptocurrency is the other side of the business.
Okay.
And our team has originated over $250 million worth of what we call shared equity over the last decade. And we know that there's enormous demand because homeowners are facing rising interest rates. So in that type of environment, our solution is the smarter solution, particularly for homeowners who don't qualify for debt.
What happens is when you sell your home, you pay us back at that point and we take a percentage of the uplift in value. So it's a true partnership. If your house goes down in value, we don't make as much.
So you're not replacing the banks under this scenario. You, to a certain extent, you're helping the banks because you're de-levering the customer, the homeowner.
The biggest problem that banks face is if they lend money and they don't get paid back. So if a homeowner leverages themselves too much, if they take on too much debt, they run the risk of not being able to pay that back. So if we're able to give the homeowners money based on their own home, which they don't have to pay back, that means that we are absolutely de-leveraging that home.
In many of our interviews, you've often mentioned the phrase equity freedom. What does that phrase mean?
It's something that really bothered us because as a homeowner, having spent years paying off your mortgage, to be able to go back and have to go to a bank on bended knee to borrow money to release some of the value just seemed to us to be an entirely inappropriate way of releasing the equity that's locked up in your home. So the concept of freedom really just emerged out of when we were discussing what we were doing, trying to find words that describe what we're doing. And freedom was the most appropriate word because it's the freedom of having to be tied up with banks and having to go back and borrow money. It's freedom to spend the money on whatever you want. And it's really the freedom to use the value that you've built up over those years without having to take on additional debt or have those monstrous interest payments every month.